The wind howled through the narrow alley, turning shallow puddles into jagged sheets of ice. Max, a tiny orange kitten with matted fur, dragged his small body across the frozen ground. His paws were numb. His stomach ached with hunger, and every shadow felt like a threat. Suddenly, a stray dog lunged from the darkness, teeth bared in a snarl. Max scrambled behind a rusted dumpster, his breath hitching as debris crashed from a rotting roof above. But the real danger was human. A dark figure loomed over him. Before he could cry out, a heavy hand gripped his scruff and shoved him into a rough, dark sack. Max clawed desperately at the fabric, yowling for help, but the stranger ignored his cries, sprinting away with boots thudding rhythmically against the icy pavement. At the alley entrance stood a golden retriever. His leg ached from an old injury, but he didn't falter. His nostrils twitched in the biting cold, catching the faint, sweet scent of the kitten. He moved with purpose, leaping over broken fences and navigating slippery rooftops where his claws clicked like metronomes against the shingles. The scent grew stronger, leading him to a decaying warehouse on the edge of town. Inside, the kitten sat huddled in a rusted cage, shivering in the damp air. The retriever barked a thunderous warning, slamming his weight against the iron door, but the metal held firm. From high in the rafters, the stranger laughed, a hollow and cruel sound, before tossing a heavy iron bolt at the dog to drive him away. For 3 long days, the retriever circled the building like a silent guardian. He dodged jagged traps set by the stranger and squeezed his large frame through narrow, painful gaps in the crumbling walls. Rain turned to freezing sleet, soaking his golden coat until it was heavy and dark, yet he stayed. He watched the windows, his golden eyes reflecting the misery of the storm. Inside, he could hear the faint, rhythmic scratching of the kitten's claws against the cage. He was exhausted, his muscles trembling from the cold, but his spirit remained unbroken. He would not leave the little one behind. He waited for the one moment of weakness, the one mistake that would let him in. On the 4th night, disaster struck. A torch fell from the stranger's hand, and the dry timber ignited instantly. Flames licked the walls, and thick, black smoke began to choke the air. The kitten let out a high-pitched, piercing cry that cut through the roar of the fire. The retriever didn't hesitate. He smashed through a shattered window, glass spraying like diamonds in the firelight. His fur was singed by flying sparks as he sprinted through the heat. He reached the cage and rammed his shoulder into it again and again. Finally, he gripped the rusted lock with his teeth, pulling with every ounce of strength until the metal snapped. The kitten tumbled out, pressing into the dog's warm chest, but the roof groaned under the heat. A massive, burning beam crashed down, blocking the main exit. The retriever skidded on the burning floor, his eyes searching for a way out. With a powerful leap, he cleared a gap of roiling flames, his tail catching fire for a split second before he threw them both through a hole in the wall and into the cold snow outside. They collapsed in the slush, caked in mud, ash, and the scent of smoke. As the first light of the sun crept over the horizon, painting the sky in soft pinks, they began their slow walk home. They limped together, 2 survivors bound by a trial of fire. The kitten curled into the dog's warm belly, his tail tucked safely against the golden fur he now called home. They never looked back at the dark alley or the warehouse of shadows. Under the soft glow of the porch light, they finally lay down. They were still, they were warm, and most importantly, they were finally safe, and they were together.